This video will demonstrate how to create a media schedule in NEOSYS. To create a media schedule, hover your mouse over the menu button. On the drop-down, go to Media, Schedules and Schedule File and click here. You should now see the media schedule page. To create a new media schedule, either hit the Enter key on your keyboard or click on the New button. NEOSYS then allots you a new schedule number, which is an automated number for your schedule. Then press the OK button. The cursor automatically moves to the period field. You now have to specify the period of your campaign. NEOSYS by default puts in the current period of the month you are in. You have the option to change this to a future period. After doing that, hit the Enter key on the keyboard. The way to move to the next field in NEOSYS is to either use the Enter key or the Tab key. Then we have the start date. The start date automatically selects the 1st of the month and the stop date is the 31st of the month. You have the option to put in a stop date up to 364 days in advance. So that means you could create one media schedule for the whole year. Thereafter we move to the brand field. To search a brand, press on the F7 key on your keyboard or click on the small binoculars. You now will get a list of all the clients in the system. To select a particular client, click once on it. You should now get a list of all the brands under the client. So now you could select a particular brand you're doing the campaign for. Then the system prompts to put in a description for the campaign. Then the cursor moves to the market field. The current market is the market of the country where the installation is. You could select any market you like wherein your campaign would like to be projected into. Then the currency. You have an option to either bill the client in your base currency or any other foreign currency, and NEOSYS will do the automatic conversion of the foreign currency to the base currency without you having to do any manual work. Then we move to the proposal date. The proposal date takes the existing date as of today or as of the day you would create the schedule. You then move to the proposal number, which would be 1 for the first proposal, and as you go ahead and present new proposals to your client, you can keep on updating it into various serial numbers. We then move to the approval date field. Here you can put in the date of the approval of the schedule. If you do not have an approval date as of now, if the schedule is not approved, leave it blank. Then we move to the client order number. In case the client has got a PO or has sent you specific instructions using a particular method, you can update it here. Then we move to the company field. You can select the company within your organization in which the schedule should be logged into. And then your name is displayed. Thereafter you can click on the vehicle code section here below. We now have to select the vehicle in which you like to create a media schedule for. To search for the available vehicles in NEOSYS, click on the binoculars button or the F7 key. Doing this will bring up a list of all the types of vehicles in NEOSYS. Selecting a particular one will bring up a list of all the particular vehicles under that type. Clicking on either one of them will select this vehicle to be scheduled. Thereafter, we have to select the specification for this vehicle. You have an option to either select an ad hoc specification or pull up one from the rate card. To search for the rate card, click on the binoculars, and now you have the available positions for you here. Selecting either one of them will automatically select the rate associated with it. As this is a newspaper and is calculated on a per cc basis, you will realize that it has a star next to it. Then the system will prompt you to enter the size of the publication or the ad you'd like to book. Thereafter, you could select a loading from the rate card. We now have 3 loadings available here. I will select the first one. Thereafter, you need to select the dates you like to schedule. Click on the dates box and it brings up a grid for the whole month. If you have selected more than 1 month, then you should get more calendars available here to schedule. In the scheduling process, you can either use alphabets or numbers. Using alphabets will allow you to select various types of materials for the ads. I have selected 3 ads on 11th, 4 ads on 14th, and 5 ads on 26th, and then I click on the OK button. This will prompt that I have selected a total number of 12 ads, and I click on OK. Thereafter, you could specify a particular material for this vehicle, and then you can put in any special requests or positions you like to request for. Then we move to the pricing section. NEOSYS allows you to view your bill to the client and cost to the agency in one view. If you see here, we have the bill line above and the cost line below. The bill line goes to the client, and the cost line is what is your cost to your supplier. The gross unit price is taken as 110, the same for my cost to my supplier. Same with the loading. However, I have an option to either change these rates at this time. So for example, my rate to the client would be 120 per column centimeter, and what I'm paying the supplier is 110. That means you can now view the exact rate comparison. Thereafter, I'm charging the client 2,500 for the loading, whereas my cost is 2,000. So this way you could change the rates and manipulate the information how you like to present this information to your client. Thereafter, you have to specify the discount you like to give to the client. So I would give the client a 15% discount. The same discount is copied right below as my cost. So that means I have to decide whether I would like to pass on the full discount to the client or particularly just pass a percentage of it. So for example, I'm getting 25%, but I have passed on 15% to the client. Same with the commission. In case you like to pass on a particular commission to the client, you can do it here. And thereafter you can specify what commission you'll be getting. Then the cursor moves to the fee section. You need to specify the agency fee you like to charge the client, and then hit the enter key. By default, NEOSYS doesn't copy the agency fee to the cost line because generally agency fees are only charged by the agency to its client. Then we move to the tax field. You can specify any tax you like to charge the client in case you are in a tax paying country. And in case you have other charges, like you would like to charge the client for material delivery or probably courier charges or anything miscellaneous. And then I hit the enter key. It automatically copies the same below, but however I can delete the stuff if I would not need it. Now you can see my bill to the client per unit is 7306.94 and the cost to my client is 4781.25, and then it multiplies this amount into the particular ads and displays it in the currency amount. Once we're done with this, we have to save the schedule. To save the schedule, either click on the save button or press the F9 key. Once I'm done with this, I can print out the schedule to be sent to my client for approval. Click on the Print Send button, and then I have to specify the various date formats I like. By default, NEOSYS selects the auto date format, and then click on the Print Send button. This should bring up your media schedule on screen, which you can immediately email out to your client.